today. It's Madden NFL football. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game changed around.
Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 16 carries, 61 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence, and that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. You look at this Jaguar defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Purdy going to give it to Guerrero. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Second down and 4. A run out of the gun with Brooks. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to cross the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tip Ryman, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now Lawrence changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Jaguars getting set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne
gets by him at the 25. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Another tote for Etienne.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
By just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lawrence. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Stiff-armed him. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And Thomas has it. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lawrence will throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They'll run with Etienne.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here's Garendo.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Isaac Garendo
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Now ETN to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Waddle, the motion man, right. Purdy now on 2nd down.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is McCaffrey on the give. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Tip Ryman.
As the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 76 yards.
And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra. point.
And the lead is now 24.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
On first down, Purdy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
10 more there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It's a 6. Yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Josh Hines-Allen there on the stop.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Got a man. That's Leggett.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, there's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Purdy from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Purdy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Purdy now to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here's Garendo on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Another try for Garendo.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Purdy.
It's complete to Williams. 7 yards there and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Up the middle with Brooks here.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Worthy.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trust.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Facing a Purdy looking to throw. That one complete till again.
No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll try and run here with Brooks.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
The Jaguars. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for San Francisco, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.